Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedra Bamidbar. In order to explain the Sedra and one point in the Sedra, especially a really interesting point, I'd like to tell you a story. The story starts with Yechezkel being absolutely flabbergasted. He couldn't believe that his friends were judging members of his community so harshly. Had his friends made mistakes? Sure, but there was no reason to judge them with such impunity. Yechezkel knew that the members of his community had acted with proper intentions. He felt that his community should consider those intentions when reaching their conclusions. To calm himself, Yechezkel walked down to the kotel. The peaceful and calm atmosphere of the kotel plaza allowed Yechezkel to study and think in peace. Yechezkel needed some peace to gain perspective and cool down. To further relax himself, Yechezkel decided to open up a chumash and study this week's Sedra. Yechezkel read Hashem's recounting of the census of each tribe and the Jewish people as a whole. He read the verse describing the tribe of Reuven. This was the sum of the tribe of the children of Reuven, the firstborn of Israel, their descendants according to their families, according to their fathers' houses, the number of individual names in every male from 20 years old and upward, all who were fit to go out to the army. Yechezkel was surprised when he read the comments of the Sforno on the above verse. God's calling of Reuven the firstborn, he was the firstborn, but the fact that God called him the firstborn demonstrated that while the Jewish people hadn't forgiven Reuven's transgressions and had given the tribe of Yehuda the leadership rights of the firstborn, God had forgiven Reuven and called him the firstborn. Firstborn has more than just simply who was born first. It has a connotation of rights and a leadership. Yechezkel was surprised by the Sforno's idea that man and God judged people differently, and that man's status is different in relation to his neighbor than to God. Yechezkel understood the Sforno's point. Man judges only by what his eye can see and what his mind can perceive. In contrast, God is all-knowing. No bit of information, piece of evidence, or fact is beyond his knowledge and awareness. Even man's deepest hidden motivations, both his righteous motivations and his conniving ones, are open to God. Man's inability to perceive all facts impairs his ability to judge others. But God doesn't share man's handicap and can therefore judge man perfectly. Yechezkel applied the Sforno's idea of Reuven being judged one way by his brothers and another by God to his friend's situation in his community. Of course his community was judging his friends harshly. They couldn't see into their plaintiff's heart. Yechezkel now understood the Mishnah's instruction to judge all men favorably. The instruction is meant for man to emulate God's judging beyond what man can naturally perceive. It's a lesson for all of us and one that our Sedra presents perfectly. Shabbat Shalom.